What's up, Humble Voyagers? It's your boy, the Humble Voyager here, and today I have an intense leg day workout for y'all. Unfortunately, I forgot to record the stretching part to the leg day, but make sure you do stretch before any of these movements made today. So, the first workout we're starting with is RDLs. So you want to make sure your feet are about shoulder width, knees slightly bent each time you come down, not fully bent, and then as you come up, make sure you drive the hips forward and squeeze as you come. These, you're going to be doing about 3 sets of 10. All right, now we have single leg RDLs. So with single leg RDLs, you want to make sure that when you're bending the knee is not passing your toe. And as you're doing such, the opposite foot will be getting kicked out. And then as you come up, making sure the hips are being squeezed as you're coming in, coming to somewhat of a complete stand. For this, you'll be doing 3 sets of 10. So at this point, I already knew I was about to be in a world of pain because I still had 2 more sets to complete. So now we're moving on to the Bulgarian split squat. So with the Bulgarian split squat, you want to make sure that the forward facing leg is where most of your driving power is coming from, making sure that the knee is not passing the toes. Using the back leg as a form of stability, you're going to be coming down in a sense to a squat. And in doing so, we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10, but for the first 5 reps, you're going to be doing without a weight, and then with the next 5 reps, you're going to be using a weight held in the opposite hand. All right, now we have front lunges. So with front lunges, you want to make sure that with the leg in front, the knee is not passing the toe as you bend down, and that the back leg is being used as a form of stability, and making sure that that back knee is not touching the floor either. So with these, we're going to also be doing 3 sets of 10. Like I said earlier, I already knew I was in for a world of pain because I still had 2 more sets of all of the things I was showing you so far, and more some. But no more of that. We're going to move on to the next thing. All right, so now we have tiptoe squats. So with tiptoe squats, you want to make sure that the feet are evenly proportioned to that of the distance of your shoulders. You're going to be on your tiptoes. That's why we call it tiptoe squat. So as you're doing so, you want to make sure that you find some form of stability. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling in between, but I make sure that I find my even ground eventually. But you want to make sure that you're on your toes. As you're coming down, you're staying on your toes, making sure that the knees do not bend inward, nor do they bend outward, but staying the same way. And you're also completing 3 sets of 10. All right, now we have the seated leg extension machine. So with the seated leg extension machine, you want to make sure that you adjust it accordingly to your comfortability, meaning that the bar pad on the bottom does not go past your shins, and that the back pad is adjusted to your back so you don't feel like you're sliding, nor there is a gap between you and the seat. You're going to be doing 3 sets of 10, making sure that you control as you go down with each time. Surprise, surprise. Now we'll be using one leg. So as we do the ISO movements, we'll be making sure that we also complete 3 sets of 10 with the regular movement we was doing prior to. All right, now we have the seated leg curl machine. So with the seated leg curl machine, you want to make sure that you adjust it to your comfortability one more time, meaning that the bar pad on the bottom where you see I put my calf at is not no lower than my ankle, meaning when I curl it, it doesn't go lower than my ankle, nor does it go higher than my calf area. And with the pad on well, the pad near my thigh area, you want to make sure that it's right above the kneecap area. It can be like I say a solid inch, 2 of that, just where your kneecaps hit, and you should be fine with there. And you're going to make sure that you can control it each time you curl down, coming back up. You're going to also be doing 3 sets of 10, and like last time, we'll be doing some iso work as well. So you'll also be having 3 sets of 10 with each leg by itself. Be completely honest, at this point I really do not want to keep on going, but it still must get done. Still had 2 sets of each. But anywho, now we're on to the seated leg press. Now with the seated leg press, all you want to do is make sure that your feet are evenly width with about your shoulders, and that your feet aren't too far up nor is it too far down on where you'll be pressing. And for this, you'll just be doing simply 3 sets of 10. And now for the last exercise, you'll be doing the same seated leg press, but instead you'll be using 1 foot, same as before. You'll be completing. And for this one, you'll just be doing 3 sets of 5. And with that, my fellow Voyagers, I bid you farewell.